ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Elden Ring. I hope, maybe, I've had no end of trouble dealing with trying to get this recorded properly. I played about 7 hours on PC. A lot of that time was just me like messing around, trying to get things to work properly. And now we're going to try it on PS5 and see if we have any better luck. So we're going to start a new game. I think my sound levels should be okay. I've read through all of this junk already, and you really should read these, everyone. You really should. I've already read them though, so that's okay. I really hope this works properly. The problem actually wasn't with the game itself. It runs beautifully on my laptop. Because I got a new gaming laptop that's really nice and schmancy and great. Problem was with the pass-through on my Elgato. Not working right. Just not working right at all. So, system. Where's our options? Do like that. The installation is still going. We'll see if that has any bearing on anything. Let's just start a new game. I don't think I need to change much. Bind gestures to the motion sensor function. Prioritize frame rate. Yes, absolutely. Okay, that should be good. Configure cinematic effects used during special attacks. I don't know what that is, but okay. I really hope this works. I'm not gonna go too crazy here. I'm just gonna kind of try and recreate what I had. Oops. Let's see. I believe I had mature voice. Does that come later? Maybe that comes later. Keepsake. We chose the stone sword key after some debate. I now know what it does, so you know, that's fine. And I think I chose the base template of the aristocrat. Yes. I think it was 1. I believe that was what I went with. So I'm not going to try and recreate that wholesale. We'll just do some quick tweaks, perhaps? Just to see how this works. Facial aesthetic? Okay. Let's see. Here I had chosen... Where is it? It was this. I'm gonna stick with that. We're gonna do a little on the fiery red spectrum. That's a little too actual red. Something like that. Pretty good. Make her a wee bit Irish. Wi-Fi connection lost. Well, that's great. How did you lose Wi-Fi connection? Normally I have this thing plugged in, but that's infuriating. Let's see. How about a little darker shade of lipstick? And let's see. We'll go to face structure real quick. Alright, Ethernet's in. So I think we should be good to go. What? Let's try again. Perhaps plugging in the Ethernet was not its favorite thing in the middle of this. Okay. Now let's continue. Should hopefully start the game.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing.
It's really a hell of an intro. Pretty different from some games past, honestly. Really creepy characters.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Okay, well, we're in it. So far, feels nice and smooth. So that's good. I know there's some frame issues on PS5. But honestly, as long as it's pretty good, I'm not going to worry about it too much. But we are going to go through and read everything, and I really want to do this right, learn everything. We'll skip some of the tutorial stuff because, you know, it's fairly obvious. Equipment menu, yep, got it. Let's go to our inventory. Yep. We've got the Memory of Grace, which allows us to lose all our runes and return to the site of lost grace. So this is basically your dark sign from Dark Souls. Just suicide. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring, become the Elden Lord. The Wizened Finger, used to write messages to other worlds. This is for writing messages. They gave it to you right away. A finger of corpse wax, so emaciated the bone is visible. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. So we got this from this person, who I guess is another Tarnished who has perished here. I'm not sure what the nature of the Tarnished is exactly. And yes, of course, we went with the Wretch. We're going in naked fuck with the stick. Because that's how we roll. And this is so beautiful. The Chapel of Anticipation. Okay. It's running all right. It's running all right. Hopefully the loading hitching will not be a thing. That was kind of the one thing that was messing me up a lot on PC. Yeah, right. Don't buy it for a minute. Let's see if bloodstains work. They were not working for me at all on PC. It appears they are not working for me now either. I'm not sure if that functionality is broken for the moment during launch. We'll see. We will see. So I can two-hand this. This is done a bit differently. Lock door here. Where you hold triangle and then hit your weapon button to manipulate your hands. A little different. I don't know what this Chapel of Anticipation is. You can see the Erdtree. We've got this sort of parapet thing we can come up on here, which leads, I guess, to the chapel itself. I guess that's the chapel. And whatever's over here, there's something across there. It looks like a castle. Yep, the fingers joke is already in full effect. We got a giant statue up there. It looks just like a dude with a spear and a huge shield. Big old, like, tower shield. We can, of course, jump now, which is new to a Souls-like game. Sekiro influence. First off, sadness. Yes, that is accurate. That is accurate. And we've got, I guess, Queen Marika over here. I believe that is who that is. And it's boss time already. So you can do these big... Oh, well, that was fast. You can do big jumping strikes, which are pretty good. I'm not sure what's implied to have happened there. There's a whooshing noise and then suddenly a splash. And we wash up in this cave.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Golden Order. Something to do with the demigods. What exactly that is, I'm not sure. I'm going into this pretty blind. I'll say that right off the bat here. Haven't seen a lot of the game. I did play, as I said, for 7 hours, but that on the PC was really mostly me like trying to figure out what was going wrong with the game. I had some driver issues, I had some other stuff I needed to figure out, and then had a bunch of problems with my recording. Just was not working out. Seems like it'll be better for recording purposes on PS5, at least for what my setup is. So we now have some very important items here. The Flask of Crimson Tears and the Flask of Cerulean Tears, better known as your Estus, pretty much. Well, let's see. We have to go to inventory to actually read this stuff. A sacred flask modeled after a golden holy chalice that was once graced by a tear of blessing. Filled with crimson tears, this flask restores HP with use. Rest at a site of grace to replenish. The one washed up on the gravesite was sure to die until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation to seek the Elden Ring. I assume that's referring to us. And I wonder, whose tears? Filled with crimson tears, whose tears? Who's crying and why? The Flask of Cerulean Tears, modeled after a golden holy chalice. Filled with cerulean tears, restores your FP. Same description here, so nothing exactly new. This is very Dark Souls, the way this all works. It is as you expect. You can turn the HUD on by hitting triangle. It is very dark. We cannot see much. On PC, the first message I found here was something about like visions of samurai and jump or something like that. Clearly a reference to Sekiro. It was very funny. Cave of Knowledge lies below. Yep, that's what that is. These guys talk to you but do not speak. Learning and remembrance. Call the arts of war and your warrior's blood. I don't think... maybe he says more? No. So we can't skip all that. It is Tutorial Cave. This interesting, like, transparent tree. Don't know what the deal is with that. So we well, that hurt. But that's fine. A little bit of hitching on PS5 too, if I'm being honest. Probably from a similar loading issue. Lights of Grace. These are your bonfires. Yeah, touch them and sit at them. You reset your stuff and the world. They're basically your checkpoints. Pretty much everybody has to know how that works by now. Weak foe ahead. Yep. So we're just gonna jump on through here. We can guard. I haven't really figured out. That's the wrong button. That was what I meant to do. That's a little combo I get for using that skill. Yes, we know how to dodge. Also know how to swat dudes. We'll roll through here. This guy shoots at you, so it teaches you how to dash. You get your first glimpse of materials here. You can find fruits, flowers, mushrooms, and butterflies, and various other useful materials you can use for crafting. So the Roa fruit is the first one you find, which allows you to make, I think, a basic item to heal your horse. And now, wielding armaments. We already know how to do that. So you can use that leaping attack, which actually has its own animation, as you can see, which is pretty cool. Either light or heavy. That'll hit super armor. Super armor being a thing that you can... It's not... doesn't show up anywhere, but it will allow you to stagger enemies when you deplete it. It's kind of a background stat, I guess. Or not even stat, but sort of a meter. You can see that you get a lot of stamina, so it's actually really easy to just kind of brute force your way through things. We already used our skill there, which is our barbaric roar, or whatever they call it. You can crouch. We can be stealthy, like Sekiro. Get backstabs. Always nice. Very, very Dark Souls all around. I think there's really anything to like find in here. I think this dance breaking, we already kind of talked about this. Charge attacks and jump attacks. So break the stance with that jump attack, and then you get your visceral attack, or whatever they call it in this game. Stakes of Mark. This is kind of new. Upon dying, you'll be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, there's a stake of Mark near you when you died. You can choose to be revived there instead. So, if we lose here, we will be revived there instead. This is your first little mini boss fight. It is incredibly easy. Guard counter. This is another new thing. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. So R2 immediately after blocking an attack, and you get a guard counter, which makes it easier to break an enemy's stance. I don't think I did it right. But you can see right there, single jump attack. This guy is basically just a regular enemy, but they're kind of introducing the concept of a boss to you. Here's a little arena, here's a little boss. Do your thing. Don't believe there's anything at all in here. And that's it. It's time to go explore the world. I'm really looking forward to this because I had such an anticlimactic moment. God, it was such a bummer. We can do gestures here. I don't actually know how using the I don't know if you have to like I don't know. Do you push something and then move it? I don't know. No, I guess not. Well, whatever. I accidentally opened the map, but here you go. The map menu, you can check your current position in terrain and buildings in the surrounding area. And also freely place a beacon of light to serve as landmarks, so very much like Breath of the Wild. And lastly, through your map, you can select any site of grace that you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. So we're in the Stranded Graveyard, the Cave of Knowledge. And down we go. We can set a gesture here if we like. Swap these out, put in the new one we just got, wherever that was. Strength. Strength. And then you can do it via the menu. Yeah, go us. So I'm looking forward to having this moment over again where we come out into the world, because my drivers were screwed. Can I proceed until game is fully installed? Well, well that's... Oh, 7 minutes left. Well, alright, I guess I'll see y'all in 7 minutes. Alright, 3, 2, 1, installed. Well, thank God. Hopefully that means we can actually play. That's 2 anticlimactic moments now. Open up our doors here. Voila! We've already got fog gates. And a site of grace. Reach out, touch grace. This is interesting. You can see this guy, he's got these like weird red marks all over him. Kind of strange. And I believe he is also a tarnished. We got cooperative multiplayer, of course. We can write a gold summon sign using a tarnished furled finger. All pretty Dark Souls, the only difference being that you can't be invaded unless you already have a co-op partner with you, by default. We get a finger sever and a tarnished furled finger. And look at these here. Tarnished furled finger creates a summon sign. You arrive as a cooperator with the objective of defeating the area boss, and this is a finger of corpse wax furled like a hook. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. And the finger sever, which will boot people out of your game if you don't want them there. This phantom blade severs the link formed by a furled finger, but the maidens scorn those who abuse its use. So there you go. Now, pro tip, I figured out that this, you can use a stone sword key in it. These weird little dudes, you stick the keys in there and suddenly this opens. Cool. And already the game has been, you know, we're like a minute in here and yes, thank you, that's great. We're already in poison. I'm gonna explore this. I think, yeah, this is poison right here as well, so I don't think we can get out of it in time, so we're gonna be poisoned. We have no means of healing ourselves or anything. This scared the balls off of me the first time. This giant thing here. We could touch these bloodstains and they'd actually work. Oh snap, I'm gonna die. I was going down a lot faster than I thought. This thing will kill you when it turns like that, so you really gotta be careful. We got a poison bone dart. I'm gonna see if I can make it to the next one. I can! Look at me go. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about you. I forgot about you. Oh. No, well, I got sliced by the thing. Alright, well, now we know that that's what's down there. It is not fun times, and I suspect I will have to come back here when I'm a little better equipped. Death, yes, we know how death works. But now, one new thing is you have a little compass marker that tells you where your corpse is. Or rather, where the runes that you dropped are. And that's pretty cool. I guess kind of a necessity for the open world. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, so I kind of like that. Do kind of like that. And it's kind of neat that your runes look like a little sort of tree or something here. And I can just wail on this dude because they're so generous about the stamina. And now we'll leave. Because we are gonna die if we don't. Take a quick heal. I don't know what the hell's down there because I did get a little further and it's just sort of another layer of that around the bend. Goes down a bit further, so given that I have no means of healing myself of poison at the moment, they have these statues with like no hands. They're weird. Yeah, so this is something we'll come back to perhaps. We'll take a sit. You can change your flasks, so I can allocate my flask charges. You can set total maximum. You have a set total of maximum flask uses, and you can decide how many of those are for HP or FP. So basically the same as Dark Souls 3. I'm just going to go all health right now because I have not really used a lot of FP in my first bit of play. And we're just going to take the elevator up here and have, hopefully, the grandiose moment that I was hoping to have the first time I set foot in the world that I did not get because thank you, drivers that did not properly install. Hello, world. Okay, this feels nice. Feels nice. Not quite as good looking as, you know, maximum settings on my laptop, but this is nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at. Looks good to me. They tell you about the map. You can get map fragments by finding steelies along the road. I think that's how you pronounce that. Which are sort of big, you know, monument things you can find. And you can place beacons of light. And first things first, we talk to our lovely friend here.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we?
Yes.
Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm?
I guess.
Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Yes.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Now don't be so quick to judge.
For you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Comforting words.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over
That's
on
that.
the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
Sounds like a pleasant guy.
It's time you set off, I should think,
Yes?
to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you.
Maybe.
If you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
Yep. So that's Vare. It's worth noting, a lot of people don't talk to NPCs more than once. Like, you should exhaust their dialogue. Keep talking until they repeat themselves. Guidance of Grace. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of Grace retain that power. Your golden rays will guide you along your way. So this is basically the wind from Ghost of Tsushima. And it just kind of gently tells you where to go. You can even see it on the map, which is kind of cool. I don't know what's up with these things. There's these like big crucifixion poles. And I'm guessing those are tarnished on them. Some have that weird red stuff on their limbs. So very curious about learning some of these things. Like what exactly is grace? Is it reanimating us? Are we dead? It kind of seems like, you know, we're sort of an undead thing. But I'm not sure. Really beautiful landscape here. Just gorgeous water. Really, really pretty. So yeah, this is it. We're in the open world. We're doing this thing. Skull. Hello, Skull. Nope. Nope. There you go. So because it's an open world game, you can find stuff out in the world. Row of fruit is around. There's all kinds of just random stuff, like, you know, what even are these? I don't know, just random little things that roll around. Something down there. Giant crab, maybe? But just, I mean, look at that. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Looks even better on PC, if you really got all the settings cranked up. But this game is a triumph of art design, as all From Software games are. Can't get up there yet. Well, yet, I say. I don't know if Torrent can get up there or not. All kinds of little creatures roaming the world. You can kill them. Of course, we're not going to. At most, we'll spook some eagles just to watch them fly majestically away. There's some bats down there in this swampy area. And there's this giant dude on his giant horse. This is the welcome wagon, who generally will make short work of you. This pathway is strewn with these crucifixion poles. Again, I'm not really sure what the implication is here. Are these tarnished? We've got Erdtree flour. Some like sheepy goaty things that are around. We can hide from this guy. He will aggro on sight. And he is pretty tough. So we're just gonna run up here to the church. Got a golden rune there, just some free runes. And here's the Church of Elleh. Get our lost grace. Now we can fast travel through the map, which is handy dandy. And we can talk to our friend here who has a interesting Santa Claus-like outfit.
I can see it, and I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kalé, purveyor of fine goods.
I find this interesting because it almost implies that the other tarnished he's met have been out for his throat.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Well, thanks, dude. Appreciate that.
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Indeed.
You know, if you can, you should buy yourself
Okay.
crafting kit.
I guess he just repeats that.
But the important
It takes a half second before you can actually skip through dialogue. Is like one of the few things I don't like about the game so far. Yep, you can sell stuff and buy stuff. We can get a telescope, which I would actually really like. a torch, which I would also really like, and the crafting kit. So it's a tough choice. We're gonna go torch and crafting kit.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
If you have a crafting kit, you can make various items from materials you find via the menu, and you can find cookbooks to figure out more of that stuff. And you'll also need cracked pots or other containers to craft certain items. Once you use them, the containers will remain, which is nice enough, I guess. Hey, donkey. You're so shiny, standing here in the rain. But he's so cute. Look at that face. Strengthening armaments. At a smithing table, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. Somewhere in the lands between, you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. So, we get a smithing stone for free here, and I'm not going to use this for anything at the moment. We can go up to +3 via a table, but all I have is this club, which ain't great. So, we're going to go to our equipment here, stick our torch on the other side, look at our inventory so we can read stuff. We haven't looked at this yet. It kind of gives you a sense of like where you can find these things, which is kind of cool. Easily found everywhere in the lands between, and it has a wide variety of uses. And this is a dusky yellow flower that has started to fade to brown, found throughout the lands between, said to be fed by leaves that fell from the Erdtree in days of antiquity. We've also got the smithing stone. Smithing stone is found throughout the lands between, and mining galleries built to excavate it can be found everywhere. I'm guessing that's going to be something to do with the open world stuff we can find. We've got a crafting kit, which is a leather bag containing a pestle and mortar, small blade, and various other tools. Enables item crafting, provides both a means to fight and means to survive. Our club, thick solid lump of wood, requires no skill, simple primitive weapon that requires only brute strength and persistence to hammer your foe into the ground. And we got the barbaric roar, which turns your heavy attacks into a short combo, and your, I think your regular attacks will do a little bit more damage. So you can see that we're already being guided. Some people have gotten really lost in this game because they've come out and just not known what to do, but it's like, that's where you come out. This is really the first thing you see. There's a shiny collectible here. The dude standing right there tells you about the guidance of grace, which points you here. And if you go here, this dude tells you about the crafting kit, explains, you know, a few basic things real quick, and then this points you off in this direction. So it's like, there are signposts everywhere that people are missing because they're just not paying any attention. People are used to not paying attention. They're used to skipping dialogue. They're used to just blazing through stuff and being like, well, whatever, I'll have a waypoint marker that'll tell me where to go. This game doesn't work like that. You actually have to pay at least a little bit of attention. Hello. Oops.
Hey!
Nope. Owie. Down you go. That's the end of you. I'm going to run through some of this pretty quickly just because I've already done this and I need to catch back up. I got friends playing this game and I don't want to get left in the dust. So we're just going to kind of do the stuff that I did. Oh, a helmet. I didn't get that last time, so this is new. That's cool. Let's get us a helmet. So let's look at it first in here so we can read the description. Or can you do it from this menu? I don't know. Can you? Yes. Helmet worn by soldiers loyal to Godric the Grafted, made from durable iron, layered with a chainmail coif beneath. I am now naked with a helmet. This is ridiculous looking. just ridiculous. Those guys will charge you. So, self-defense. I don't kill animals, but You left me no choice, sir. Lump of flesh. And a hefty beast bone. And gold-tinged excrement. Quite a wealth on that little dude. Let's see here. Lump of beast flesh filled with rich juices. Meat suitable for a rustic feast. Hefty beast bone. Found by hunting large beasts. Commonly used to make disposable weapons. And a gold-tinged excrement. Someone's excrement. It has a golden tinge. Often hidden in woods and thickets. Gold-tinged excrement is a highly stable substance. It doesn't dry out, nor does it lose its customary warmth or scent. For better or worse, it remains as it is. Weird stuff. Alright. So... you can hear this sound over here immediately. I believe emanates from these. A ruin fragment. And we can look at these real fast too. Wherever they are. Oh, this is also cool. You got an info tab, so all the tutorial messages will come back. This is really nice. Wait, where the hell is the ruin fragment? What? Is it in here, perhaps? You use ruin fragments to make rainbow stones, but I don't know. Let's pick up a few. There's a reason I want to read that description, but run into this before where I pick something up and I swear it wasn't in the menu, and then later I would find it in the menu and like was really confused. I don't know if that's a thing. So I guess that's not what makes the sound. It's this little dung beetle dude over here who's super cute, and I'm not going to hurt him right now, but there's blue and red ones that will refill your flasks. And it tells you that outright, I think, when you kill him. Again, this is still kind of the tutorial. A little bit. A little bit. It's still teaching you things along this kind of critical path here. Dunk. Dunk. Nope. Nope. Bye, birds. So, this is kind of one of the first things you're gonna probably find. It's worth noting that I did not go this way. I went, like, off to the coast. Right off, and I will be going back there, but not right away. I just want to come over here first. To sort of get some of this stuff out of the way. This is a soldier's encampment. There's lots of dudes here. So it's pretty easy to get yourself in trouble if you're not being careful. Yoink. They're not too bright. Alright, but now this guy is on alert. Damn it, I missed my attack. Oh, that's probably death. Pardon me. Sorry, puppy. It's the one thing I hate most about From Software games. One of the very few things. They're always making you kill dogs. Not like they don't like dogs. Because there's cool dog characters too, but man, so frustrating. What's going on with that dude? Is he looking over here? Maybe. You can see they've got this beast, sort of lion-y looking crest on all their stuff. Wait for him to go by. Yeah. Oh, hello. I didn't even notice this last time. Nope. Shit. Oh god. That's, well, okay. He's a toughie. I have not actually tussled with him yet, I don't think. So I can either go to the Stake of Marika or the Last Site of Grace. We'll try the Stake. I didn't even know there was one. But I guess since this is sort of like a major little location for this area, it gives you this Stake of Marika. That's Marika. Uh-huh. Oops, that's the wrong button. How do I... Yes, applaud. Very good. Very good. Very funny. Alright. So, I want to go back and get my runes. We had a not inconsiderable amount. They're over there. I think I can see them glowing. There's a little bit of pop-in here on the PS5 that wasn't really there for me on PC. Like, these torch-wielding guys, you sort of see their torches pop into existence as you eventually get closer. And I think that guy saw me, but then decided I wasn't worth it. Or that, you know, I wasn't doing anything. Snake, try stealth. Oh, you clever people. Okay, well, I don't really want to fight all of you again, but... Alright, tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to charge it. Come on, dog. Hello. Hi, yeah. I'm a bad person, I guess. Just sort of hanging out, I guess, doesn't want to actually come over here. Okay, thank you Xbox app on my laptop for annoying me with... Hey, how about no? Yeah, how about no to that? Thank you. I have to turn that stuff off if I'm using this to record. I think we can sneak behind this dude. Yoink! Oh. Well, that didn't go as planned. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got another helmet. Didn't find a single one last time, now I found two. So, let's be sneaky. That is one of those steely things that will get you a map fragment. So we're going to get that at some point here. Would this be a house? I love people who actually like put time into these stupid messages. It's not a thing I've ever really bothered to do, but they're funny. So the dog has woken up, but has decided that I left, I guess. So maybe... No, you're still around. I just hate killing dogs. It never doesn't make me sad. Just a little. Alright, let's take this guy out quick. Take this guy out quick. Dog hasn't seen us yet? Or just isn't overly concerned? I'm not sure. Just kind of like whatever. Doesn't seem overly invested in the health and well-being of its masters here, I guess. But we'll just leave you alone. I'm gonna... No, not that way. God damn it. Well, I guess I have to get around this dog somehow. I know, I'm a weirdo. I go to all these lengths just to avoid confrontation. with these adorable creatures. Ow. Splat. No one saw me? Oh no, they very much saw me. And there's the horn. That's what you don't want. Because that means everybody's going to come running. Not dogs, I guess. Everybody else. I'm just going to run over here. Pardon me. Excuse me. Grab my runes. And book it. There's, I think, a site of grace around here somewhere. I'm not looking to fight all y'all at once. Well, maybe just you. Yeah, I'll take that. You want some too? I love the jump attacks, and I use them probably too much. Oop. Take a drink. Yeah, I think I'm going to get myself in trouble with those jump attacks, possibly, but... Alright, well, not everybody followed me. Just a couple guys, so that worked out. We can get up here. I'm assuming these items are always the same, so this should be a flail. It is. I was not able to use this my first time out, and I still will not be able to use it because it requires 18 dexterity, which is a bummer, but it looks really cool. Bludgeoning head attached to a handle by a chain. Iron ball is spiked and induces blood loss. Blows cannot be parried. And the charge attack whirls the iron ball around for increased force before striking. I never seen how charge attacks work. Do you just hold? Yes. If you just hold the button, it'll charge it a bit. Hello. Goodbye. Alright, and we crushed that little skull that was lying here. And the glowing ones give us golden runes, which are basically your little soul pickups from Dark Souls that will let you pop them for some free souls. But runes, of course, in this case. We have this dude right here. I don't know if there's any goodies on this... whatever you call this? Wagon? I guess? Wagon seems not elaborate enough, but... Hi. If you want me, come get me. I'm not going over there. Alright. And that's our guy with the big trombone. We'll alert everyone to our presence. What do we got here? Ah yes, the Lord Sworn's Greatsword. I did end up using this when I leveled up enough. And I'm not sure how much I'll be able to level up here. But we've got the Site of Grace that's being pointed to. You can see it kind of pulling in energy. And I think now that we've found it, now it emanates energy in the direction that we can go for sort of the main thrust of the story here.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
I have.
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
True.
I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erdtree.
I'm going to do what I did the first time because I'm trying to sort of, at least to some degree, recreate my experience, even though I want to get through it a little faster. I had to know. I was too curious. What happens if you refuse?
I understand. I'm asking you to put faith in but a stranger. Yet I'm certain that we can reach an understanding. Summon me by grace, if you should reconsider.
So, you can just refuse and she just disappears. So my question was answered. Maybe not in the way that I imagined it would have been. So, what we're going to do, actually, is... I don't have to do this. I always think I have to sit, and you don't. We can just go to our map. And, well, actually, I guess since we're here, we should grab this map fragment, which I did do my first time here. Gonna wait for that dude to turn around and take care of business with our buddy here. And we will stealth our way over to the Steely to grab a map fragment. We got map of Limgrave West. Ta-da! Now you can see, like I've been just, barreling through this, and like we've been to a very, very small area of even just this fragment of one area. It's really impressive. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is bounce on over to... Not there. Why is that even there? I know what that is, but why is that there? Well, I'll tell you what. We'll go back here. We'll see if we can suspend some runes. That sounds like a good thing to do. My friend.
Weren't you? Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Possibly. What you got? I've got a whole bunch of runes. So now we can buy some things. There's several of these cookbooks. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 1, 2, and a Missionaries Cookbook. You can actually read the item descriptions here. So this will give... this Missionaries Cookbook is a record of crafting techniques left by a man who, unable to become a finger maiden... That's an interesting thing right there, right? Left by a man who, unable to become a finger maiden, instead became a missionary and went forth to spread holy teachings. So apparently finger maidens either are, it is strictly a thing for women, or it's not, and this man was unable to achieve it in some fashion. Either way, it's an interesting bit of lore nuance there. We can get a holy water pot or a roped holy water pot from that. The Nomadic Warriors Cookbook is a record of crafting techniques left by roaming nomad warriors. Knowledge for surviving in the face of utter scarcity. Bone arrows and fletched bone arrows, bone bolts, glowstone, invigorating cured meat, and invigorating white cured meat. Pretty interesting stuff. We could get some armor, we could get a shield. I never really use shields, so not gonna do that. Could get chain leggings. And of course we could also just buy ourselves this awesome telescope. An astrology tool used by members of the Carrion royal family, a stolen part of a larger instrument. Allows the viewer to better see faraway things. During the age of the Erdtree, Carrion astrology withered on the vine. The fate once writ in the night skies had been fettered by the Golden Order. Very interesting. I'm gonna grab that. I didn't grab this my first time, so I want to see what it looks like
Goodbye.
now.
Nice to do business.
You too. Bye, donkey. Let's go to equipment. We don't need that on there if we're not using it. And we'll stick in the telescope and see how that works. Oops. Can you not zoom in with it? Oh, there you go. Use the D-pad. Zoom in a little bit. So it is much like other Souls games, not the most useful tool, perhaps. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. I don't think I want to try that guy yet. So, what I'm going to do is run over here. Hello. These are actually pretty handy. Just get yourself some free runes that you can pop whenever. Kind of a nice little pro tip for beginners. And especially anyone who's scared of the game or, you know, really would like to get some early levels or early gear or what have you. What am I looking for? There's a specific thing I would like to find. Maybe it's up here. Let me grab a few of these red leaf flowers. And are you up here? You are. This is what I was looking for. This is a really creepy, weird, awesome statue, and I love it. And if we examine it, guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. And this points us over here. Now you can see on the map that this is pointing us, right? I think it's pointing us here, if I'm not mistaken, but that might not be right. No, that's not right, because we're facing this way. I'm just getting the names mixed up. I thought this was the Fringefolk hero's grave, but apparently it is not. Oh yeah, this. Trina's Lily. These are apparently rare. If we go to our inventory and look at that stuff. Trina's Lily, exceedingly rare to find. A light purple water lily that is on the verge of wilting. Really used for crafting items, exceedingly rare to find. A symbol of faith in Saint Trina, dulls the senses, preventing agitation. That's kind of some interesting stuff there. Only found the one, I believe. I don't know what this is. This seems to happen at night. And just all of a sudden you start glowing and like it looks like leaves of the Erdtree are, you know, floating through the air. It's neat, but I don't really know what the implication is. So that light is pointing us off in this direction, and if we look at the map, you can see it pointing as well. And over here, we have some fellas. I'm not really sure what the deal is with these guys. They appear to be undead. Very skeletal. And these ones are digging for something, but if they see you, they don't like you. That one is aggressive, but the others will just back away in fear. Hello. But I don't think he'll initiate combat unless you get pretty close. Hi. Can we be friends? Oh, I'm trying to open the map. That's the wrong thing.
Hey!
But yeah, it's interesting that these guys who are digging away here, they will just get scared and run away from you. So, not killing them because that feels mean. This guy will, though. So we'll end him. Sorry, bucko. This is what it was pointing us to. We can actually see it from here. Very, very vaguely at the right angle. I think I saw it for half a second there, but yeah, pointing us to this little point of interest. So it's a far cry from, you know, big open world games made by Ubisoft or whoever. It's not Breath of the Wild. There's no climbing towers and suddenly shit dots all over your map. Breath of the Wild was better about that, but it's got some of its own nuances as far as that stuff. Alright, so we're going to rest, gain our flasks again, and we can actually talk to Melina now. She will come back to say hello.
Considered my offer. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Spectral Steed Whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent.
We have met briefly.
Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
I find all of that very interesting.
Shall I turn your runes to strength?
Yes, please.
Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment. Share them with me.
With the level up menu,
Thoughts,
and spend runes
your ambitions,
to increase
the
attributes.
principles you would follow.
It's all just Dark Souls. I like that, you know, you can actually see them touch. So many times in Dark Souls, those animations didn't quite line up right. I really don't know what kind of a character I want to build, but the only thing I found is that sword, which requires strength. There is also the flail, but that's 2 more levels to get to 18 dexterity. So, sort of doing this for now. Yeah, we'll go from there. And Melina goes away. Back to do whatever it is Melina does. This fella. Proper death means returning to the Erdtree. Have patience until the time comes and the roots call to you. So there's some interesting stuff here. First of all, that guy. I did actually see him before I went into this room the first time, so these guys are awful and I hate them. They cause bleed, and I'm gonna die for sure. Okay. They're a lot harder than they look. They do a fair bit of damage. Ow. And if they get that bleed build up on you, of course, things go poorly for you. You can bully them because you really can't just swing away in this game because they give you so much stamina. Kind of odd. But so we got this fella here. He's this kind of aristocratic looking old gentleman with a cape and a circlet. And we get root resin from him. What's this guy doing in this crypt? Who knows? How long has he been dead? Who knows? Was that the chair? I think one of those dudes smashed the chair, but I think there was a chair in the middle of the room as well. So kind of interesting. And we can come down here. You see, hello, what is this? Summoning pools. In each area you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gather at summoning pools. And we get a small golden effigy from that. I think whichever one you visit first gives you that. So we can look here. I guess it doesn't have any lore attached to it. But yeah, it's just sort of a convenience thing. Upgrade from Dark Souls. And we get Grave Glovewort. This is another thing I could not find in my menu for the life of me. For some reason. Oh, there it is this time. Now that I know where it is. White flower that blooms in catacombs. Each a soundless bell used to summon spirits. Strengthens ashes to +1. We don't know what those are yet, but they'll come into play. The art of strengthening ashes is known as spirit tuning. Only a spirit tuner may perform this deed. And actually I want to see... Oh, I didn't realize this was actually an item that you could, like, check out. That's cool. Let's see. Map of western region of Limgrave. The domain of Limgrave, far south of the Erdtree, is bordered to the northwest by the cliffs of Stormvale, and under its ever-clouded skies roll the great steppes of the Pale Lands. And also wasn't what I was looking for. I want to find where those stupid rune fragments are. Where y'all at? We haven't read these. Oh, they're right here. Literally right here. Stone fragment found near places where ruins have fallen from the sky can be used for crafting or simply for throwing at enemies. These shards of stone are believed to have once been part of a temple in the sky. They glow with a faint light from within. So, like, all these ruins you're finding are actually part of this fallen sky temple, potentially, which is really something. We've got these golden runes. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between. The lingering trace of gold. Runes are nourishment for the development of any tarnished, provided a finger maiden can be found. A little bit of a lore break there. I am going to suck at this. These guys are awful and will just murder me. If you can kind of, they don't quite get stun locked, but you can just bully them a lot. Also got a Grave Violet and another Grave Glovewort. Fire there, and there's this dude up here who I was warned about by a message right here and stepped back like right as he jumped at me, which was really funny. Ow. I only got one flask left, so... And this is an insta-kill, pretty much. Oops. Messed that up. You definitely don't want to get caught by these. Maybe not an insta-kill if you actually have some fire protection, perhaps. Prattling Pate, hello. This is a fun one. Twisted clay sculpted in the shape of a human head emits a voice that says hello, a wistful fetish that imparts voices and words on an eternal journey. And if we use it... It's too fun. And so we have another of these guys, kind of aristocratic looking old dude. Corpse man. This is an easy one to die at. Really gotta be quick there. And let's see, I'll go up here. But yeah, anybody who's a fan of Dark Souls will remember the Hawkeye Goch and his fun little carvings that let you say things by dropping them on the ground. Those were really fun. So I'd love to see that come back. And another of these glovewort things. Camera wigging out. One thing that's really interesting, I'm getting way fewer messages on PS5 than I was on PC. And that may just be an indication of player count? I'm not, oops, not really sure. We ran, I think, a story at Screen Rant that said there were 600,000 players of Elden Ring within the first hour of its release, and I believe that was all on PC. God dang it. Well, there you go then. The risk we run. Okay, well, we're just gonna run past these guys. Try to get our goodies back. Real annoying that that is what killed me, but... Alright, bud. Let's do it. They always back away like that. It's so annoying. I kind of know how to deal with them better now that I've done this before, but holy cow. They're infuriating. Oh, hi. What are you doing? You really kind of have to bum rush them, because if they get the first hit, they will mess you up. Now, the Grave Violet seems to come back, which is interesting. You can just kind of farm it, I guess. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's look for Grave Violet. Purple flower that then blooms in graveyards. Material used for crafting items. The hue of ghost flame. It's believed to be useful in calling forth spirits. Undoubtedly useful in some capacity. I will grab this. This guy will probably chase me, but I'm just gonna... I may have timed this poorly again. Yeah, well, apparently you need to be quicker on your feet than I am being. Jesus. Alright. Let's try that again. Hoping to eliminate repetition a bit in going through this stuff again, but I guess it can't be helped. Ow. Ugh. The little weasels. Nope. Now look at all that bleed. Like, that's huge bleed damage. Like, they can really build that up on you fast. If I had a faster weapon, I probably could pretty easily sort of stun lock these guys. Rise attack head, therefore be wary of right. Yeah, sure. Alright. Here we go. And go. He tried to follow me and got himself flamed, which was the hope. I am locked on to something else. That was weird. Huh. See, look at that, look at that. The blood loss is so fast. I mean, I am naked. So, you know. That's infuriating, though. So infuriating. I'm building up quite a little stockpile of souls, or runes here, that are getting further and further away. Okay. I was going to say third time's the charm, but I think this is time number 4. I have run past these guys and gotten them all killed in the flames, so that's possible, but it's risky if you got your runes on the line. It is risky. Alright. Okay, we'll try this again and hope for the best. Here we go. That one's tricky because it's really easy to actually walk into the flame before it's finished. And that's not good. That's not what you want. Okay, he's dead. Nope. Nope. Ugh. Sometimes he just stands back there and throws things at you, which is really a lot nicer than when he bum rushes you like that. Don't like that at all. Ambush ahead. I will just bet that is true. I don't actually remember if I went down here. Yep. Oh, Christ. Alright. Not falling for that nonsense now. Not gonna do it. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want any part of it. Damn it. Take a quick heal. And we'll just rush. And I don't know if there's any more falling from walls or anything else. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I think I did come in here. Another grave glovewort. And another of these fellows. Summoning spirits. With a spirit calling bell, you can use ashes to summon various spirits. Summoning typically consumes FP. You can only summon one type of spirit at a time and not during multiplayer. So, we got the Wandering Noble Ashes. This actually, I might not have gotten this, actually. I might not have gotten this. So, do we still have one down here? No? We do have one over there, though. Okay, gotcha. And another grave glovewort. We can crank this. And this opens a heavy door. That being this one right here. So what I'm going to do is go up here to spend my runes. Level up here. Get a couple levels there. Not a lot, but something. And I will show you what is beyond the door. Interestingly, We go to our inventory here. We have the Wandering Noble Ashes, which summons 5 Wandering Noble Spirits. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirits of 5 Wandering Nobles. The spirits of nobles who, after death, now wander the lands between. Really, they were in search of something once, but whatever it was has long been forgotten. So I kind of wonder if they aren't supposed to be the guys, you know, that are lying around in this particular catacomb. I'm not really clear on that, but we can't use it yet anyway because we don't have a spirit summoning bell. So perfect time to take on this creepy fucking Erdtree burial watchdog. This thing is terrifying and awful, and I love it. It spits fire, it's made of stone, it moves slow and then quick, and it's just disturbing all around. It can also bonk the fuck out of you. Nope, that was foolish. Okay, so the way that I beat this before, I'm not going to be able to do now, because by then I was already using the sword, which I now cannot use. Okay, that's death. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt this with this club. God, the thing is just, look at that. It's terrifying. It's just horrifying. I love it so much. So I'm just going to leave my runes there and call it a day. We will try that again some other time, perhaps. But this does have weather, so it is now, like, windy, which is pretty cool. Ow. Ow. And he'll just keep doing this. Real big into self-defense. Alright, so we're back out here. I guess now that we've been in there, maybe the blue light goes away there. Grab some more of these ruin fragments, which just are randomly scattered over these ruins. And yes, it looks like the blue light is now gone. Horseback riding. Use the spectral steed whistle to summon your spectral steed. It can die, and you can revive it with crimson tears. And this also tells us about pouches, so this is handy. If we go to pouch, no, I don't want to do that. That's not what I meant. Let's switch this over to the spectral steed whistle and hold triangle, and then use the D-pad in order to summon our horsey. So this is Torrent. He's super cute. I love him. I imagine everyone loves him. He's amazing. And he's apparently chosen you in some fashion. So I don't know that I trust Melina, but it's hard not to trust Torrent. It's hard not to trust Torrent. I don't know what the heck is up with these. They are weird. I feel bad just sort of murdering them for no reason, but boy, they are sure weird. Whiff. They spit poison. Grab some mushroom. Try a nice charge attack there, and nope. Wrong button, I guess. These dragonflies are very quick and disorienting. And here we have a turtle. I love these guys. I would never kill one. I hate people that do. I'll take that gold tinged excrement, but they're so cute. I don't want to kill one. Like this dragonfly, I will kill solely because it is trying to kill me. When I did nothing to it, but I don't want to kill all these cute defenseless little animals. What's up, bud? I think what I'm going to do is head back to... Actually, I think that's not what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is zap back over to the first step. As again, I want to sort of recreate a bit of the first things that I did in the game. And we're going to head off this way. It was one of the first things I did, which got me absolutely murdered. And I mean, it could still get me absolutely murdered. I don't know. But we'll do it anyway. I did this before I even had Torrent, I think. Though I did not actually win at it until... And not this guy. He's his own ball of wax. I almost killed him like 3 times. And honestly, I think I was having so much trouble with my pass-through that I just got infuriated and gave up. So, down here on the beach we have these horrible things. I have not tried facing one. I believe these are land octopus. Land octopuses. They are terrible. So we'll do a little... Oops. Well, that was a mistake. Ow! Well, no, fellas. You can you can swing from both sides of the horse. Ow, wheat. Alright, screw it. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Some things are easier on your horse and some things are harder. Come on, man. Take a sip. Vanquishing enemy groups. This is also kind of a new thing for the open world. A whole group, if you kill them all, will replenish your flasks. The number and type of flasks to be replenished varies depending on the enemy group. You cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum. So, we got ourselves some flask. And I'll take another rune. And somewhere over here is a little cave. This is the one. Coastal cave. Sounds nice. It's less nice. I guess we'll rest at it. I don't know that I can level up, maybe? No, not even close. Yeah, we've got a summoning pool here. I guess you have to actually touch these to make them functional. I'm not clear on how all of this works. And in here we have some more of these like Demi-Human things. The very first time I came in here, actually, I had no light, so it was real interesting going in here completely in the dark. You can't see shit. It was like this, and I was fighting with lock on. So it's easier when you got a torch. Oh, rickety shield. This is new. And glass shard. Did not get those before. Hearing a lot of noises. Let's be careful. Inventory. What is a glass shard? What does that get us? Okay, well here we got a rickety shield. Small shield. Three-heeled wooden shield, circular in shape, roughly reinforced with vines. There are countless other shields available at better make. This piece of scrap isn't worth the effort of equipping. But but you can parry with it, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm not going to use it because I never use shields, and you know, I've got a torch right now. Where the hell did that glass shard go? Here it is. Shard of filthy glass. Glass shard covered in dirt. Because it sparkles in the light, it might be mistaken for an object of value when seen from afar. It cannot produce light by itself, essentially worthless. Cool. I don't know if that's for crafting or what. This guy is oblivious as fuck. And there's a couple more over here doing their thing. Oh, including that big one. I forgot he was big. I forgot about that. Not too bad. What do we got here? That one fell from... Ooh, a falchion. I bet you I can't equip that. Undoubtedly not. Oh, it's only 13 dexterity, though. Okay. Much less than the flail. Interesting. Okay, okay. We'll see how that goes. I did want to try summoning, and I did do that here. Octopus? Yes, octopus. A land octopus ovary, which is terrible sounding. Just awful, but an interesting description. Puffy, milky, white ovary of a land octopus. Land octopuses eat humans in order to bear young, and theirs is the blood that runs through these ovaries. Hell of a thing. So, this dude right here, Old Knight Istvan, you can summon as a cooperator. And he is an AI thing. So apparently you can also summon AI multiplayer companions. I had thought that the spirit summons were all that was in the game, but that's not true. This guy will join you. So I'm going to try and be a little sneaky here. See if we can get the drop on this dude. Oh, he does a lot of damage. And it's even worse when his friend comes around, which is a thing that may happen. I need to heal. Oh, nope. Come on, man, leave me alone. Istvan is not really being overly helpful right now. That's because the second one came in. Well, that's why. The Demi-Human chief is no pushover. Alright, well. I don't really want to lose my runes. Maybe I'll give it another try. You can just kind of speed through this. Rainbow stones. How pleasant. I don't know. We'll see if we can do it. And avoid wasting time. So we'll touch the gold summon sign, summon this cooperator, and get in here immediately. Grab our stuff immediately. Oop, that was the wrong thing. Oh god, I'm gonna die before I even... God damn it. How did you even get over there so fast? Help, Istvan. I need you. I need you. That's what I wanted to do, was two-hand. So that is a really cool move that he's got, whatever that is. It's very cool. I'll try to remove some of these ads. I don't plan on doing a lot of summoning. Not a thing I really like to do a whole lot of, but shit. But I did want to try it, and since I did it the first time, I'm just trying to repeat myself, I guess. Way to go, Istvan. So if you don't, I'm not sure what it is that triggers the other one, but if you can kill these things separately, a whole lot easier, as you might imagine. And Istvan will just follow you around, so you can kind of not exactly take your time, but I don't think there's any real sneaking up here, so we're just gonna wail on that dude. See if I can get these guys out of the way. So there's still a little strategy involved. Oof. But yeah, you can kind of bully him. Well, Istvan with a killing blow twice. Tailoring tools and a sewing needle. I might have actually, I did this in the wrong order. So I hope I didn't do this completely wrong. We'll see. The reason it has some relevance to a story thing or an NPC thing. So what I'm going to do, use this to return to the entrance, which is handy. Again, many little quality of life things here that are real nice. And I don't remember where this dude was exactly. So I'm gonna have to, I think it was over here. I think if we go to the church, we'll see if we can find this guy. Hopefully so.
This way, Tarnished.
Ah, yes.
May I have a word?
Certainly you may. This is a very cool character.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
I can.
Ah, as I had hoped. I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master.
Very curious about that. We get the Lone Wolf Ashes and the Spirit Calling Bell.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Super cool, like, character design there. I love that. And just like, what a moment. This is what happened the last time I died and was resurrected here at night, and she appeared here on this Same as we just saw. Just a really cool moment. Like, I'm in love with the art design of this game. It's just, look at this. It's just beautiful. Look at this. And here I'm just always standing around naked. Like a weirdo. I gotta find some armor at some point. I can do some leveling, so I'm gonna get a couple more levels. Actually, we need 757 to do one more. I'm gonna pop some of what we have here. I'm not sure how much these give you. 200, so that'll give us 338. So if we do 400 should be enough, I think. Not quite, because it was what, 57 I think it was? I can go kill like one enemy. Yeah. Alright, we'll go kill one, maybe two enemies real quick. These guys are hanging out right over here. It's weird that his like torch was lit. Suddenly it's not. Then it is again, probably when he gets a little closer. Just weird. Anyway, let's put on I guess we have the bell, so I think we can just use these now. I don't know if that's an item or not, but let's try these wandering nobles. I'm curious. And let's also jump into the inventory and see if the bell is here, if we can read anything about it. There it is. Bell that summons various spirits. Spirits can only be summoned in the vicinity of a rebirth monument. When summoning is possible, the monument icon will be visible on the left side of the screen. Only one type of spirit can be summoned. Right. So no lore on that. But I am very curious about what it means. Around here somewhere? Maybe over there? I don't remember where I found this guy. The first things first. Get ourselves enough for a level up. Alright. Level up. Strength one more time. I'm not usually like a huge strength user, so but I usually do like to use big swords. So you know, it kind of varies what I end up playing, but we're going to use the Lordsworn's Greatsword. A well-crafted straight sword with an illustrious design wielded by regulars of a lord's army. Though blackened and damaged by years of use, it appears to have otherwise been kept in a serviceable condition, despite the soldiers having long since lost their minds. So, much better that we're using this now. It's cool. It is also basically the exact same thing that you remember from Dark Souls. Let me see. You know, we've been at this a while, so I'm going to call it here, actually, and we will pick this up in the search for a new friend next time. So until then, everyone take care, and I hope you're playing Elden Rings for yourself and having a great time. And we will see you once again in the Lands Between very soon.